everybody. I'm KK.
I'm Kristen.
And together we are
Crochet.
And this is the first day of
Christmas Extravaganza.
Welcome. This is meant to be a month-long series. Yes, I did say month-long. Where every day you get a most of the time small project that you can work on to give as gifts for Christmas, birthdays, holidays, whatever. We do Christmas because that's what we love, but you do whatever you want to do, or maybe you want to make it for you, someone very special in your life, you. So not every gift will be for every person. Not every person will find each gift something they want to give to somebody, but hopefully out of all of these you will find several that you want to, right? So leave us a comment, let us know what you think about each one down below, and we'll kind of talk you through what's going on with it, and give you some tips and tricks maybe, or some what we thought about the pattern kind of thing. And I don't think any of these are patterns that can't say that. There might be a couple that were patterns that I just randomly did, but we'll let you know that too. So come back each day for that. There'll be other videos too throughout the month, but Christmas Extravaganza usually is all we do during July, but this time there will be a couple others. Thoughtful Thursday will still be going on, and if we have any BMO updates, those will come in and be shown. And what else do we do? Oh, and the sock along in July. So we're doing a sock along in July. So July 1st, start on your socks and share those on the community portion of YouTube, or email them, or share them in the Facebook group, and we will let you know how far we get along somewhere through the month of July. Haven't started yet, haven't picked out my yarn, but we're pre-recording, so by the time this gets here, hopefully I'll have done that, right? Right, okay, we're just going to say right. Alright, so the first thing we have, we always get asked every year to do more gifts for men. I'm thinking this means that men are hard to buy for. My guys aren't hard to buy for because, nah.
They kind of are.
Not really. They like all tools. They love beef jerky. They love Mountain Dew. Those three things, and they love hats. So those three things, you're good. And they love hunting. So any of that stuff, actually all three of my guys, all of that applies. So any of those things, we're cool. So anyway, so we tried to do something a little different. We try each year to do a different kind of gift for a man. This could be man or woman, but it definitely made me think men, because they're hard to buy for sometimes. So this is called the drink mitt, and it looks strange, I know, but trust me, you put your hand through there, you put the drink in the middle, and that way if you're standing outside, you could hold your coffee, you could hold your soda, pop, I call it pop. You could hold a can, whatever. So, yeah, it could be for anybody. This is, I think, a little more time intensive than I'd want to do if I was making them for a lot of people. But again, focusing on something that's good for the men in your life that they will actually use.
And it's very thick and warm.
And especially if they are a sports fan. And especially if they are out in the cold a lot, and whatever. So this is it's made by, I can't hardly say it, I'm gonna try. It's Nifty Niffer, something like that .com. I will put it in the description box down below. It does say it's not a secure site when you go on there, and I try to stay away from things like that. But honestly, I had a friend ask me to make one of these, so I did go on there and make one. Whatever. It says, I also have written down that she's on YouTube, so I will link that down below, so you don't have to go to the actual page that says it's not a secure site. I use Red Heart Cherry Red and a 4mm hook. Hopefully I will have all that information for each one of these Christmas extravaganzas. I'm not always so good at telling you which hook.
I'm going to tell you right now, I probably don't remember most of the hook sizes for mine.
But as long as you have a pattern, you can always
You can
It
adjust
doesn't-
your hook size.
It doesn't matter what hook size I use because your tension's different than
Yeah.
mine. We can do the same pattern. I have to have a bigger hook because my
And I
tension's
have a
tight.
Smaller one.
She has to have a smaller hook. So if you're a seasoned crocheter, you already know that. If you're just getting started, don't worry about if I don't give you the hook size because you need to follow the pattern and see how your tension matches up with that particular pattern and that particular designer. So anyway, oh, the one thing, let me see this. The one thing is, when you are crocheting it, the pattern tells you to go so far and stop. I think it's like right in here. And then come back down here and attach, I think, and crochet up. I'm not about that life. I am sorry. I am not about starting and stopping. And when I was a young crocheter, I would follow that pattern to the T because I'd be terrified of messing it up. But I'm an old crocheter and I have been doing it a long time, and I have learned that if you can find an easier and better way to do it, it's okay to change the pattern. Better for you, right? Nothing wrong with the pattern if you work it that way. I'm lazy. I did not want to stop and start again and have extra ends. So what I do, I kept going with the pattern and kept going and used my can to measure to see when it was big enough for the can to put in here. And then I fastened off and stitched it together right here. And I don't think that looks too bad. And it's kind of covered anyway when you actually have the can in there. And anybody who doesn't crochet isn't going to look at that care. So this is worked, this part first, the ribbing part, and then you start here and you crochet around. You work into the stitches and make it, all the way around. And then you work, this is the same pattern all the way around. And very easy pattern. It's just, for me, it's time consuming when I have to do. This was hard on my hands because of I remember the particular stitch made it a little harder on my hands, and I can't remember what the stitch was. It might have been a split the stitch where you go through. I don't remember. But anyway, it is what it is. Excuse me, I'm getting choked on my own saliva. That's special talents, what we say here. But it, just for me, it took time because repetitive stitching for me takes time, and I need to walk away from it and take breaks. But anyway, well worth making, a super cute gift idea, for whoever, teachers who are standing out in the cold for bus duty and want to have their coffee in the morning, and they don't want to have to, they want to be able to wear their gloves. They can put it in here and hold on to it and stay warm too. So I just thought that was super, super cute and a great gift idea for anybody. I did this one in red. You could do team colors. You could do like a color for the band and then do this part a different color. You could do it in stripes. You could work this up in stripes. They would be going this way, So, yeah, they would go, they would go up and down. So that might not be, But whatever works for you. You looking off into space?
No.
She's like, yeah, that's boring.
No.
Okay, so anyway, I think that's a cute idea. If I wouldn't want to do like 60 of these, to give out, that's not, but there are several items during Christmas Extravaganza that you could easily work up 60 of them and give them out, for special gifts. But this, would be for that special few people that you want to make them for. Or if you crochet really fast and you don't have to take a break, this would work up really quick. I personally, honestly, this is one of those I didn't want to make it things, but I had a friend who wanted one, and I rarely say no when somebody appreciates what I do and, wants to use something that I make in their life. So that's why I made it. But anyway, that's all we have for today. Don't forget that Christmas Extravaganza will be every single day, and let's do a little trivia, because that's one thing we do when we do Christmas Extravaganza is we do trivia. So let's see if we can find Christmas trivia that we haven't done before. Christmas trivia. Okay, let's scroll to something we haven't done before and find something different. Ooh, Hold on 1 second. Hold please. Hold please. Okay, you all know this one. I promise you do. It's easy. We're going to start off easy. Can't promise they'll all be easy. Elvis is not going to have a white Christmas. He's going to have a blank Christmas. So if you know what that is, let us know in the comments down below. And let us know if this is something that you would like to make for somebody. And if you have any questions, let us know about that too. And we'll see you tomorrow for Christmas Extravaganza. Bye!